November 5th, 2018. Why we can't rescue some cats. This is being written for our supporters who think all they have to do is say, "Go rescue X," and that we will be able to swoop in and bring a cat to safety. I hate the abuse as much as you do. I wish it was as easy as so many people seem to think, to just walk in and free the cats, but it's never easy. Several times a day, someone will contact me, asking me to save a big cat they've heard about online. Even our volunteers will frequently do so, which leads me to believe they don't know what's involved and why we often cannot do it. Thankfully, in our case, money isn't the issue. We've been blessed with strong support, and it is what enables us to do the more important work of ending the abuses that cause cats to need rescue, even if we cannot rescue the individuals. Several cases all came up in the past month. We've been trying to rescue 3 tigers from Guatemala, and there are several more in need of rescue. We helped Animal Defenders International build the temporary holding camp for the lions and tigers the government has seized from the now illegal circuses. We are in the legal process of importing them, which started in May and won't end until late this year or early next year if we are lucky. Meanwhile, we can't bring more cats to the camp because there is no space, and no one on this end who is willing to pay for their expensive care during the many months they are waiting for their permits to be issued. We are hesitant to send more money to Guatemala until we are sure we can get the first 3 cats into the U.S. October 9th, 2018, Avni Tigress and her cubs were in peril in India because she had been deemed a man-eater by the authorities and villagers were screaming for her blood. We launched into the fray and began trying to get a handle on the facts because, believe it or not, you can't trust everything you see on the internet. We offered to take or find homes for Avni and her cubs if the government would tranquilize rather than kill her. We generated more emails, 221,243, to the 17 officials in charge there than any other alert we've done. We coordinated with our friends at the Corbett Tiger Reserve about funding a $40,000 study they can't afford, which they hope will find solutions for these situations. In the midst of these efforts, Avni was shot and killed, and no one has seen her cubs. October 18th, 2018. Mufasa the white lion and his mate Soraya were in the process of being sent from a rehab center to a permanent sanctuary after winning a case against Mufasa's illegal owner. The rehab center immediately sought permits to move both lions to the sanctuary, but the rehab center was told by authorities that Mufasa would not be going to any sanctuary. Instead, he would be sold to the highest bidder in public auction. We stepped in and asked everyone to send mail to the 14 officials who could prevent this action. It resulted in 111,707 emails, but the South African government treats captive-bred lions like Mufasa as a commodity. The Northwest Province, where Mufasa resides, is ground zero for South Africa's lion hunting industry and reportedly accounts for 80% of lions hunted there each year. We don't know what they will decide, but there is already a sanctuary ready and waiting for Mufasa and Soraya if we can just get the government to back down from auctioning him off as a trophy. October 27th, 2018, Laika, the blind lioness suffering in cramped conditions in a privately owned Philippine zoo, came to our attention. We looked into the matter and found that there was already a sanctuary willing to take Laika, her father, and the 2 tigers. They had invited the zoo owner, who is also a government official, to see the sanctuary and had been working on negotiating their release. We said we would see how it went, and if they were not successful, we would see if there was anything we could do. We just learned that the sanctuary had to back away from the rescue because the zoo owner was not willing to let all the cats go and would not agree to quit buying or breeding big cats for life in cages. Our policy is to require the owners not to do bad things to future cats, or we can't help either. It does no good at all for sanctuaries to enable bad actors. November 5th, 2018. Someone asked me to rescue Xena the tiger in the Russian circus who collapsed from a seizure during a performance. The video was heartbreaking to watch, and I understand the urgency people feel to do something, but we have no channels to reach out to a Russian circus, and even if we did, they have no reason to stop buying and breeding big cats to torture for their performances, unless we give them a reason. That reason is all about money. When people stop paying to see big cats in captivity, nobody will keep them in cages. That is where we are spending our time, money, and energy, changing hearts and minds and laws so that there is no more cruel confinement of big cats for public amusement. We are only able to succeed and thus rescue cats like these from a future of abuse through your voice. That's why it's so important to sign up for our alerts and by taking action on any one of them at catlaws.com. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.